come to meet Pamela Walsh and Brett Stephenson, who make wine using Irish fruit. Making wine in Ireland is a very unusual thing to do, so I've asked them where the idea came from.
We came across the idea for wines that are made from fruits other than grapes when we lived in America. And we were in a party in San Francisco and somebody arrived with a bottle of raspberry wine. And we thought, wow, that's really unusual, never heard of that. And we tried it and it was absolutely delicious. That put the spark in our heads about creating wines from different fruits. And then we tried and we experimented. We're in that whole area, you know, there's Sonoma County and there's Napa Valley. So you've got a whole winemaking history and lots of people know how to do it out there. So we learned, we came back to Ireland in 2000. And we thought, why don't we just try and see if we can make something out of the whole wine idea.
The name Monair, what does that mean?
Monair is the Irish word for meadows. Initially, we went out into the hills here in the Enniskerry area.
Yeah.
And we picked the first blackberries and elderberries that went into the wines that we were making. Now we don't pick all the fruit, we still pick the elderberries, but we get our fruit from Pat Clark.
I know.
And he's fabulous.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, strawberries and blackberries. And Des Jeffries then does black currants. And the quality is absolutely fantastic.
So all Irish fruits you're
all
using?
Irish fruits. That's really important to us. It's part of the commitment we've made under Origin Green.
Yes.
Is to source our fruits from Ireland. And then hopefully as the business grows, that we will continue to work with those growers to continue to source from Ireland.
So talk me through the process of making your wine.
Okay, it's just like a grape wine would be made. We bring in the fruit, macerate it for about 3 or 4 days till it breaks down, and then all of that fruit goes into a press and allow it to basically feed through the press. I don't press it straight away. Once most of the juices pass through, I start the pressing. The juice comes out, and as it comes out, I put it into stainless steel vessels in the room. Everything's in the vats then. We have the pulp left over, which Pamela takes and uses in our garden. We have soil made from it and everything, but yeast gets added. Fermentation starts. It takes about a week or so for the fermentation to complete. Once that happens, I move everything from this room into a larger vessel in the other room where it stays for about 10 months, 11 months. So it's about a year in totality. Once we're happy with the wine, after the year's up, we filter it. We do 5 stages of filtration, so you get a really nice clarity to the wine. The final stage is sterile filtering. And then it goes to a bottling line where we have a 4-way bottler, so you can put 4 bottles up into this machine and it fills them up perfectly. So there's always someone washing, bottling, corking, and then getting onto a pallet. We might get 12 or 13 or 1400 bottles at a time and then have a whole labeling day. It's corked, shrink capped, labeled, boxed up and ready for sale.
All done by hand.
Keep an eye on quality and make sure that we're very happy with it. Also, very important thing is there's a certain sulfite level that you're allowed to put in, and we do have some sulfites in the wine, but we measure it so that we have the minimum quantity rather than just tossing in up to the limit. We put in the minimum amount that'll keep the wine safe and therefore have the least impact on people and their health.
You're working on a new blackberry one, isn't it?
We are, yeah.
It's blackberry, blackcurrant, and elderberry.
Oh,
and the elderberry I sourced from here. I got 90 kilos last year.
Really?
Yeah.
All local.
Yeah,
So,
all local.
I'm really looking forward to tasting it.
And we have some duck and cheese to go with
Really?
it, so you can,
That's good. Won't have to twist my arm. Brett, when you're doing tastings, are your customers intrigued with fruit-based wines?
Yeah, I mean, the strawberries and
Beautiful.
the blackberries, they're fruit, just like a grape. So, you know, there's really no reason for it whatsoever. It's just, I think their initial thought is that it's going to be so different, and it's not. It's a wine, just like any
Lovely
other
colour.
wine. It holds up. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's been filtered 5 different grades of filtration.
We have this on our tasting menu in our restaurant, and the reaction from the customers is a surprise. They love it. And we always play around. We get our sommelier Blahin who tastes the wine, what it will go well with desserts, and also with some meat-based dishes, which is really interesting. I think this will work really well with cheese.
It does, and we tried it with a number of the Irish cheeses. We did a tasting in Sheridan's, and we thought it was delicious with St. Ola goat's cheese, also with some of the stronger cheddars, smoked cheddars, the sheep's cheese, that kind of thing. The bries are a little bit not great, and the blues are too strong.
Okay.
But something in the middle is fantastic.
So
Yeah.
goat's
We're
cheese.
trying all
I
the
can see
time
that working.
to go with the Irish.
Gorgeous, and the clarity. The filtration you were saying is so important, isn't it?
Oftentimes, you know, people put it in the fridge, it just comes out cold, and as you drink it, it warms and it gets more aromatic, and the flavour gets more intense as you drink it.
That's a good tip, because I think we have a tendency to drink our wines too cold sometimes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's right. You'll find different qualities come through as the temperature changes in the wine. So
I love
even
that.
if you start too cool, you just let it warm up anyway.
This would make a great aperitif.
Oh,
you know, if you're having a
fantastic.
family get together,
Yeah.
maybe you think of prosecco or champagne.
That's it.
This would be perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to behave myself now. I'm going to throw myself. This is your new one, isn't it, that you're working on?
Yeah.
This is the blackberry that we're just launching now.
Very excited to see this now. Look at the colour. It's like a nice Pinot Noir, am I right?
It is.
So tell me about this now.
So this is blackberry, and there's a little blackcurrant and wild elderberry in it. And some of the qualities are similar to what you find in the strawberry, in that you get the Irish root has a fair amount of acid in it, so the acidity is coming through, and also a lot of fruitiness coming through.
That would work well with venison, I think duck.
It's also possibly a little bit more versatile than the strawberry. It can maybe blend in a little bit more to what people are traditionally used to.
It's complex, but it's aromatic.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
We tried it with duck. We have some duck here. When you have duck, you often have plum sauce. It's kind of like having plum sauce in liquid form. It's just fantastic. It's so fruity and...
But it's no way too sweet.
No,
No.
it's not.
It's a great food wine.
Yeah,
So
great.
it's been an amazing success and journey for the two. Yeah, you must be so proud.
We are. We're very proud.
Now listen, it's lovely meeting you and hearing your story and getting the taste. We're very proud to have it on our menu, and I wish you both continued success, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
Lovely
you.
to meet you both.
Lovely to meet you as well.
I'm going to finish this now.
Good.